organization. We're all, hurting this morning for Kirk, just knowing just how much he's invested into this team.
Our top story tonight, the Vikings today confirming Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles at Lambeau and will be out for the rest of the season. It's, of course, a devastating blow to the team just as they were beginning to build momentum.
Details about his surgery still in the works as the Vikings try to figure out where to go from here. We do have team coverage for you this evening, from fan reaction to some insight from the team.
We begin tonight with Dawn Mitchell live at TCO Performance Center. Dawn?
Yes, another difficult day. What we feared the most yesterday came true today. The team confirming, like you said, it is indeed a torn Achilles tendon for Kirk Cousins, so their starting quarterback is lost for the rest of the season.
But we did learn that Kirk suffered an Achilles tendon tear yesterday up at Lambeau Field.
Devastating, obviously. But as a team, especially as a leader on this team, we got to find a way to band together even stronger and, figure out the process moving forward. But
the team is in worst-case scenario mode, just like in 2017 when Sam Bradford went down with a knee injury and Case Keenum took over. He took them through the Minneapolis Miracle all the way to the NFC Championship game, but we know this is not 2017. But the fact remains, the Vikings have big decisions to make.
Is it a short-term only thing? Is it something that could be more long-term? Is it, something that, truly is an upgrade versus just kind of the sheer dealing with the reality of a tough situation right now? And that's what we have to work through.
The team is caught in the crosshairs, caring for Cousins, but needing to move on with a road game in Atlanta on Sunday, and all with an eye on the future.
We signed up to live in this kind of dual world that sometimes can feel like it's competing against each other a little bit. And that's where you've got to just continue to have dialogue, communicate, and ultimately make the best decision collectively. And more oftentimes than not, that's worked out for us so far.
I wouldn't doubt if he has his helmet on the sideline with his boot on. Somebody like him is going to give us some more energy and really inspire us to do better, because that's exactly the teammate that he was before the injury, and I know nothing's going to change out of him.
Josh Metellus echoing that sentiment, saying he talked to him extensively on the plane last night, and Kirk Cousins was his exact same self, upbeat and being kind to everyone. So Kirk hasn't changed, but the team has. They now have more questions than answers heading into Sunday's game. And as you can imagine, the fans also having a hard time with this. Our own Rob Olson is at KFAN, and he has their reaction today.
You know, what a difference just from last week when the talk among fans and on sports radio was what a change had happened in this season, how they had really resuscitated themselves. Maybe they had a playoff potential, how Cousins was suddenly starting to play some of his best football we had seen. Now, suddenly, the talk is, what do we do?
This was a direct shot to the cranium of every Minnesota Vikings fans.
In the current world of Minnesota sports talk, there is no other topic.
Hopped off on his own. I was waiting for somebody to help him out. He's hopping off the field.
But even before Monday's Achilles confirmation, the debate began. Should the Vikes get somebody else in quick or use who they have?
My guess is most people will want the name. They'll identify whatever name that they're interested in. Jaron Hall's not a name here yet.
We're going to stick with Jaron Hall.
In the team store in Eagan, Troy Harrell figures all those Cousins jerseys will be going on clearance, that he's unlikely to be back in purple next year, and believes the best bet for now is going to the bench.
There's really no one out there. Like Carson Wentz is out there, but he was a good collegiate quarterback, not much in NFL.
Find someone, I think. Wasn't too thrilled with the fourth quarter performance with Hall.
Across the hall in the Vikings Museum, a couple with the opposite opinions.
In terms of the short term, obviously they got to hopefully go get somebody, but in terms of next year,
you want him back.
I want him back.
They want to keep Cousins, but find somebody else quickly. But who?
I don't know if we can get Tom Brady to come out of retirement.
Do you think that's a possibility?
I don't think Tom will take the call.
We'd love to have Tom Brady, but he's not coming to the Vikings.
Certainly a lot to talk about and debate and decipher, but Barrero's take, be careful.
I think there's a danger sometimes in getting seduced with names you recognize. If that's all he's got left is a name, but not really that much in the tank.
Now, just checking in here with Barrero and Justin Garden, they say the feedback they're getting on their message line is about 50-50 between stick with who we've got versus go out and find somebody. So, again, the clock ticking here to see exactly how that plays out. Barrero also said that he thought before now that it would be unlikely to see Cousins back next year. He thinks now with this injury, it's more likely that he'll stick with this team because, if he can work out a deal here, certainly it's something he's comfortable with, and he might come a little bit cheaper now as well. Back to you.
Good point. All right, Rob, thank you.